So this is by far the fastest way that you can grow any business. My name is Michael Tessalona. It took me years of struggle to create two seven-figure businesses in 1 year. I'm here to share the journey and share all the lessons that I've learned. I've been fairly obsessed with growing my digital agency for a number of years, and I was always testing out like the different things that I could do to get more clients. And when I started out, I was just doing networking. I saw networking as really great. It taught me a lot about sales, taught me a lot about speaking with other business owners, but I just knew intrinsically that networking was not a good way, not a scalable way for me to grow my business. Like, sure, it might work for getting me a client here, a client there, but if I ever wanted to have something massive, if I wanted to have a 7, 8, 9-figure business, there's no way that I was going to build that on the back of networking. Because of that, I was constantly trying different things. When I was looking around at other people who ran digital agencies, I noticed that the people who grew super fast, like absolute hyper growth, they all seemed to have a few things in common, but one thing in particular about their growth, and that was that their growth was fueled by paid ads. So these people would do is they would go on the different social media networks, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and they would take out ads. Those ads would generate leads for their businesses. If you could scale up, if you can do that profitably, you can scale up the number of leads and therefore have a salesperson completely booked out with demos. And if that's working, you can scale up even further and get multiple salespeople booked out with demos. I'd seen other people do this time and time again. I just kept on trying it. I tried. I probably spent, 1 year I spent $5,000 on a course to try to learn this. It didn't work. The next year I spent $3,000. Next year I spent another $5,000. I threw $12,000 at this other person, and then tens and tens of thousands all along the way on actually paying for the ads, not just the training. But I've recently had a really big breakthrough with this. It's funny because I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel like I'm able to see the matrix in a way that I was not able to see it before. And I look at the work that I've done leading up to this moment, the different type of paid ads that I tried, and I can look at those ads and I see where the mistakes were. It's really annoying kind of because I feel like I was 80% there. I was 80% there. If you have a bridge that's 80% complete, you can't use the bridge. You can only use the bridge when it's 100% complete, when you can drive all the way across it and get to the other side. And in many respects, that's the way that it worked with these ad funnels, where I needed to get 100% there. I had to break through the threshold, and only after I was through the threshold did it start producing results. Here are some of the things I picked up. I'd say the biggest mistake that I was making was that I was focusing on trying to come up with something that was witty or creative rather than speaking directly to my prospects' pain points. I found that the most effective advertising out there, you can take a look out there, for yourself. It always talks about the pain that somebody is going through. The closer that you are to understanding your prospect or your ideal client's pain, the closer you are to being able to put together an effective ad strategy. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to be negative, doom and gloom, pain all the time. You can use the inverse of pain, which is a courageous claim or, a big promise. But that big promise is often directly related. It's the inverse of the pain that they're experiencing right now. Really, either way you put it, it's all around understanding the person's pain, the prospect's pain. The other big thing that I've realized is, once the pain is there and once the prospect understands that, this is an issue that they want to deal with, it's all about stacking up the benefits. Like, all right, well, our service can help with this, that, this other thing, XYZ, all around the area, just to make it even more attractive to the prospect. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't want this pain. I do want that thing, the other thing, the next thing. And the third point, which I've realized, is your opportunity must be new. It doesn't matter if you're offering something that's old or that other people are doing. You need to frame it in a way that appears like a new opportunity to the prospect. So putting it all together, you have some sort of pain, but guess what, guys? There's this new thing that's going to solve it for you. We've developed it. It's, hardly anybody else is looking for it. And guess what? It does X, Y, Z, you name it. This is a really simplified way of looking at ads. I think that is why it works. It's about getting to the basics. So much of business is the blocking and tackling. It's the fundamentals. Can you dribble? Can you do a layup? If you get those down really right on a core level, you're increasing your chances of being successful. And when it comes to advertising, that's what I've learned. It's really just about paying new offers and then benefits. Thanks.